Hi, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about breaking bad. That's breaking bad habits and 5 scientifically proven steps to break them. Bad habits. We all have them. I know I certainly do. In fact, most of them. But they are revealed in many different ways. Some may seem relatively harmless, like biting your nails. Others can have deadly consequences, like smoking or drinking to excess. Sales can be full of deadly habits. Well, figuratively speaking, of course. The lack of prospecting, the lack of planning, the lack of follow up, and on and on. Regardless of the severity of your habits, the same scientifically proven simple set of steps works for helping to break them. You can eradicate these habits once and for all and get back on track to a healthier, happier, more successful you. What's the magic formula? Well, number one, understand why the habit exists in the first place. Most habits begin because we're not coping well with either stress or boredom. Figuring out the trigger for that habit goes a long way toward figuring out the best way to defeat it. So, take a good hard look at yourself over the next week. Write down those times when you find yourself slipping over the course of the week, and write down also what happened just before you indulged in that habit. Do you see any patterns? What do they tell you? Number two, get motivated. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to change it? The why is the important part here, as we've discussed in so many other things. List everything. These are your motivators, and they're going to keep you on track. But motivation goes deeper than that. You need to start seeing you as a success. You must picture that new you. How does it look? Hold that image close, because that's going to be you before you know it. You can do this. Number three, make an action plan. Setting goals is great, but you're going to fail if you don't establish how you're going to get there. Break the goal down into small pieces. For example, if you're wanting to quit snacking and start eating healthier, then your plan might include creating a meal plan and making shopping lists to keep you on track. You might want to take a cooking class. Schedule those things, then stick to the schedule. Number four, check your progress. The last thing you want to do is obsess about how you're doing, but you do want to have regular checkups with yourself. Gauge how far you've come. Did you slip up? No big deal if you did. Simply jump back in where you were. Don't let yourself get derailed. Evaluate your goals. Do you need to do something differently? Adjust your action plan if you need to. And number five, seek professional help. When all else fails, it might be that you could use a hand up. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, especially from someone who understands what you're trying to accomplish. While these steps might seem simple, the results will speak for themselves. You could lose those bad habits once and for all. Don't you owe it to yourself to try? Leave me a comment on your worst bad habit, and if you have any plans for corrective action. Or jump over to the Facebook group and join in the conversation at facebook.com/salesexpedition. And if you've not already subscribed, I would consider it a personal favor if you would jump over to our sign-up page. Just enter your name and email address. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it truly helps me to connect with you at a greater level. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I can't wait to be back next week, same time, same place. Until then, create great value for everyone you meet.